5 secondes.
Oh my God, wait.
Go.
Yeah.
We are here live at the Reggae Sun Ska web TV. It's 20 years of Reggae Sun Ska, and I'm so pleased to be joined with Kimani Marley. He's come back.
Back again.
Back
yeah?
again. Thank you
Nice.
for coming back to see us.
Ah man, always a pleasure.
Brilliant.
Always a pleasure.
So, first of all, I mean, it's special for us here at Reggae Sun Ska, it's the 20th edition, but it's Jamaican Independence Day.
Yes.
What would you have been doing today, or what do you normally do for Jamaican Independence back home?
I mean, nothing special, you know. Nothing special. I don't know.
No parties, barbecue?
No, not really. You know, we just give thanks to him. Yeah, but not really out of the way. Yeah.
Donc la question était, c'est le jour de l'indépendance en Jamaïque aujourd'hui. Que fais-tu ce jour-là d'habitude? Et il dit rien de spécial.
I know that your name means adventurous traveller, right? I've researched that.
Yeah.
Kimani. And I've seen that you've been filming your travels for your fans and filming all over Jamaica and stuff. What prompted that sort of thing?
You know, just I think, you know, I have a lot of fans that don't get the opportunity to travel, that only know the inside of their confines, you know, the inside of their city. So for me, sometimes, you know, just being able to share that, even to be able to do it live and let them be able to enjoy the moment with me while I'm enjoying the moment is the least I can do, you know, and I figure that they would enjoy that. So, you know, it seems that they do. So, you know, when I get the opportunity, I like to share some of those moments. Yeah.
Donc la question était, ton nom signifie voyageur aventureux. Récemment, tu as filmé tes voyages pour tes fans en backstage en Jamaïque. Et il dit, ouais, il adore, c'est beaucoup de fans de voyager, de partager des très bons moments.
I've also seen that you've shared some of your favourite recipes, or one in particular. Is that something that you do more of? Some of your food that you cook? Are you a good cook?
I'm a decent cook, you know. I go by the recipe just like everyone else. You know, I search a recipe that, you know, that interests me, and you know, but I enjoy cooking, you know, as well.
I was trying
cooking.
to fish for an invitation to try and get you to cook, so I can taste your food.
Yeah, we'll work that out one day, definitely.
Donc tu as aussi partagé tes recettes préférées. Es-tu un bon cuistot? Il dit qu'il est un cuistot normal, à peu près comme tout le monde, et que peut-être la prochaine fois qu'il viendrait, il nous cuisinerait quelque chose.
Do you think even that you might open a restaurant or something in some time? I think that would be awesome.
Well, that hasn't crossed my mind, but who knows?
Who knows?
You know what I mean? Who
Let's plant
knows?
the seed.
Yeah.
As it were.
Et est-ce que tu voudrais ouvrir un restaurant? Elle a dit non, pas encore, j'ai pas encore eu l'idée de faire ça.
Can we talk about your collaboration with Gentlemen, Conversations? How did that first come about? How did you two know each other before? How did you start that project together?
I mean, well, I was a big fan of Gentleman before, you know, getting the opportunity to meet him. And, you know, we met a few times in the past in a few festivals, and, you know, we exchanged some words. And it came about where, you know, I wanted him on a track I was doing, actually. And, you know, I presented it to him, he agreed to do it. And, you know, at the same time, he sent me a track that he was doing. And, you know, we did that, and, you know, somehow the idea came about that, you know, we should probably maybe, you know, do a project together. And, you know, before I know it, him called me one day and said, yo, I come to Miami, you know, I do the project.
Okay.
And yeah, and, you know, and that's been it. But, you know, it's that project, the Conversation project for me is a very powerful piece. I think it's definitely a timeless piece. And, you know, just getting that opportunity to work with an artist like Gentleman, special artist, not only an artist, but as an individual, you know, and cultivating that friendship, you know, the process along the way of making the record, finishing the record, and then taking the record on the road was, you know, for me, something that will it's one of those mark in my career, you know what I mean, that I will always remember and I will always be very proud of. That's a lot for you to translate.
That's a lot. Summarise, if you will.
Donc la question était comment as-tu collaboré avec Gentleman sur Conversations? C'est passé comment? Il a dit qu'il était vraiment un fan de Gentleman. Ils s'étaient rencontrés sur plusieurs festivals. Ils faisaient une track, ils avaient un projet peut-être de faire ensemble, puis ça s'est fait, et puis c'est devenu vraiment un morceau hors du temps, timeless. Et puis après, il a appris à vraiment le rencontrer comme une personne plutôt qu'un musicien.
And what I like about that album as well is that you actually show or there's actually skits with your actual conversations happening between the music, and I think that's a really powerful thing. What was that like?
It's just the process. It's you know, I don't know what to tell you that is like, because that is the natural environment. You know what I mean? So it's
Well,
just what happens
did you just
naturally.
talking, have something recording your conversations and.
I mean,
just
pretty
flow?
much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That was the vibe. Yeah.
Donc vous avez enregistré vos conversations aussi, et c'était vraiment un environnement naturel de communication ensemble, plutôt par la parole.
And you spoke about making music with a message. Why is it so important even now in this time for you guys to unite together, but also sharing a message to share with the world?
I mean, because that is still necessary. We see the conditions that we're living in, so that, of course, the message is always important. You know what I mean? I don't think we're where we need to be as human beings as yet. So until we're there, then the message is a necessary part of the process. Yeah.
Donc tu parles de faire de la musique avec un message. Pourquoi c'est si important de nos jours? Dit que l'environnement naturel, c'est nécessaire de nos jours. C'est des conditions difficiles, donc c'est très important pour lui.
So you not only touch people with your music, but you also have a non-profit organisation, Love Overall. Can you talk a bit about that and why you felt it necessary to extend your output to something quite concrete as having a non-profit?
Well, for me, the non-profit organization, Love Overall, that is just who I am. You know, why? Because that's who I am. It's you know, some people might say this is a cliche, but there really is no greater joy than giving back. You know what I mean? And you know, being able to help open some doors, you know, as many as I can, to be able to show a youth a different way out. You know what I mean? Just to be able to even as small as just bringing a smile. There's a certain joy that I feel in that, you know, that drives me to do the things that I do.
Donc, peux-tu nous parler de ta NGO Love for All? Pourquoi c'était si important pour toi de donner en retour comme ça? Il dit que c'est lui, il est comme ça, et c'est naturel pour lui. Il dit que Ja lui redonne beaucoup en retour, donc c'est à lui de donner aussi.
And what are you currently working on at the moment? Are we able to expect a new album soon? What's coming up for you?
Yeah, working on a project. You know, actually working on a few projects. Working on a Roots album. You know, also, you know, after that I will follow up with the follow-up to Maestro, which was the latest album that I released. And you know, I'm also in the process of, you know, writing my first screenplay, so we're working.
Oh my goodness, that's all you need to say. I hope you write a character called Natalia. If it's just a cameo,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
All right.
You let me know when you need me on set.
All right, I will.
Donc il parle des projets prochains, et il dit qu'il est en train d'écrire une pièce de théâtre.
Well, I'm very looking forward to a screenplay. I think that's an awesome sort of branch out creatively from music to something that we could watch as well.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. So also I want to just remind Kimani that, and remind people who are watching, last time we met, Do you remember? You had a broken leg. You had your leg in a cast or a sprain.
I was in a knee
football
brace.
incident.
A knee brace.
Yeah, you were in a knee
Yeah.
brace. And I underestimated you that day because I challenged you to some ping pong.
Ping pong, yeah.
And you ended up beating me quite severely,
Yeah.
even in a leg brace. Well, do you know, today is a bit of we're going to revisit that moment.
Okay.
And if they can come on, we have a table, we have a ping pong, your leg isn't in a brace. I've been practicing just today. And Kimani Marley, I will challenge you to a rematch.
Okay, let's do it.
Do you accept my challenge?
I accept.
Okay, he accepts. Yay! Right. I'm on this side, you're on that side. It's Natalia versus Kimani Marley at ping pong. It's going to be the first to three, I think. First to three. Let's see if my practices has worked. Oh, here's the ball. Oh, there's other ball. Oh, did you get it? Yeah. Okay, it's 1-1, everyone. Are you on my team? Who's on my team? Who's on Kimani's team? Right, let's go. 1-1. Okay, got focus.
2-1.
2-1. Okay, I serve this one. Thank you. Match point. 2-2. It's 2-2, everyone. 2-2. It wasn't this close last time. Oh, I should have left it! Okay, that's it. Thank you, everyone. It's a draw every time. Thank you so much. Kimani Marley, thank you for joining us here at the press tent. Everybody, Kimani Marley, make some noise! Thank you.